What's going on, guys? It's Sam, and today I'm going to show you how to use Workspaces in Premiere Pro. In this video, you'll learn how to use, change, and customize your workspace, discover what a professional editor's workspace looks like, along with exploring each built-in preset.
That's good.
Alright, so let's go ahead and start messing around with the workspace, because the workspace is very important. A lot of people like to have multiple monitors. I like to just have one, so I'm going to show you how to make the most efficient workspace that you can have if you just have one monitor. Okay, so within Premiere Pro, we're going to come up to Window, okay? Then we're going to see Workspaces, and you guys can't see this. Hold on, let me turn off my camera. Ba-da-ba. Okay, so we go to Window, we go to Workspaces, and then we'll see, you see I have a default workspace. That's my custom workspace, so I'm just going to change it to all panels. Okay, so this is what all panels looks like, and it should look the same for you. So what we want to do is we want to start customizing it, okay? So I'm going to make it just like the way I edit. It makes it so your mouse doesn't have to travel as far to do the things you want to do. So you can kind of do like quick movements and accomplish exactly what you need to do. But at the end of the day, it comes down to personal preference. So I'll show you just how to move things around, and then you can adjust it to your liking, but I'll give you my reasons. Okay, so we've got info up top. We don't really use this, so I'm going to close that. We've got effects. I'm going to click and drag this. I'm going to pop it inside of the same window as our project. So I'm going to put it next to project. We don't need media browser, never use that. Don't really use libraries unless you guys feel like doing that. We don't need time code, legacy title actions, no, none of this. Events could be useful, but you can get those later. So all these things that I'm closing, you can just turn the check mark back on within Window. Okay, so we don't need captions. History is useful, so we're gonna put this here. So this shows every single thing that we've done, okay? And within settings, you can change how many historical moves you've made. Just leave a comment to know how, because that's not important right now. And then markers, we definitely need that. So I'm gonna put markers up here with the source monitor. Okay, actually I'm going to put it next to it. So I'm going to hit this on the left, pop it there. So now the source monitor is a little smaller. That's okay. Metadata, we could use that later, but not now. Lumetri color don't need, essential sound don't need, and we do want essential graphics. We're going to put it down by the project. Okay, so this is all we got going on. We got the history there, the markers there, and then what I like to do is I always like to have another folder open. So if I hold Controller Command and double click into footage, it opens a new window. See that? So I'm going to click footage, I'm going to pop it right here, right with markers. And then I'm going to change the view to icon view. So now we can see all the B-roll as icons. We can change the view size here. It's pretty great. So I like having this open as well. And that got rid of the entire right bar. So I'm going to minimize this little volume thing. I'm going to drag this bad boy over here. I generally have these tools below the source monitor, but it's totally fine. Actually, I think I will put them below, okay? So then I'm going to shrink it down, bada bing, and then we can do this, max out the source, maybe bring the timeline down a little, and yeah, and this is basically it. Now, I also like to move this, the workspaces, so let's close that. So now we have more headroom. And we can actually pull the sequence back up. There we go. Okay, and then we got the bin, and we are rolling. Except we are missing one window. We need effect controls. Where is that bad boy? Effect controls. Oh, it's hiding. Where are you? Where are you? Effect controls. You're right here. Okay, so let's pop this over here. So effect controls. Oh, we don't need Lumetri scopes. Audio clip mixer. Nah, don't need any of that. No need for any of this stuff, okay? We can use this all later, but for this video, we do not need it, okay? So effect controls, B-roll, bam. Okay, so this is our window, and we are going to roll with it. You can also select different workspace presets. All here, you can go ones that are easier for color corrections. You click that. You got this Lumetri color wheel on the right side. You can do all these things. If you want to specifically open those windows, you can, but generally, okay, so it didn't save, but let's go ahead and delete all these again. So now we can go under Window and under Workspaces. We can save this as a new workspace. Okay, so we're just gonna save it as an untitled workspace, and now we can select it here anytime we're working on a new project. All right, so let me go back to mine, flip on my camera, Okay, so the reason why this workspace is the best is because it's just so easy to bounce around. I also have legacy title properties in case I need to use legacy titles for older videos, because that's when Premiere Pro used to have a different titler system. Now we just use Essential Graphics. But yeah, this is best. It's really easy to just click around this window and you have everything you need and you can see everything. And once again, hold Control or Command, open up footage, pop that in there. See that? We got the A-roll. So yeah, we are rocking and rolling. I hope all that makes sense for Workspaces, and let's move on to the next video. Hey guys, so this tutorial is from a full course on Adobe Premiere Pro. Go to ParEdits.com/Premiere Pro or click the link in the description down below.